Good morning, everybody. Thank you for joining us today. Welcome to the PDFs Made Easy webinar with Foxit's team. We still have about 3 more minutes before we kick off. That being said, we'll wait for other people to chime in. And as you do, just sit back, relax, and we will start in about 3 minutes, right? Thank you, everybody. Hello. Welcome, everybody. We will be starting in 1 minute. For now, just sit back, relax. We have the recording set up. We'll be sharing a recording afterwards, but for now, we'll kick off in about 1 minute, right? Thank you. Okay, we are at the top of the hour, everybody. So good morning. Thank you for joining us today. I'm Jed, by the way. I'm Senior Manager for TechSoup Asia Pacific. I'm very thankful to have Vicky and Henry here join us from Foxit's team. We are happy to bring you the PDFs Made Easy webinar together with Foxit. So just a few quick house rules before I pass the mic over. So first and foremost, this webinar is recorded. We will be sharing the meeting recording and this, whatever materials available after the session. Outside of that, you are currently muted, but you are more than welcome to raise your questions over the Q&A or chat panel. We'll be addressing those at the end of the session. And that being said, enough about me. We are here for Foxit's team, so I'm going to hand over the mic to Vicky and Henry. Guys, please take it away.
Hello, everyone. I'm Vicky. So I'm going to share my screen. Just a bit second. Okay, can you see my screen?
You're all good? Thank you, Vicky.
Okay, let me get started. Okay, good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining this session today. I'm Vicky from Foxit Software. And we will do a quick introduction of what's Foxit about and what's that opportunity around PDF editing and digital signature today. Before I dive into what we offer, let me start with a quick reality check, because this is exactly what we hear from NGOs every day. NGOs today handle anywhere from 500 to 5,000 documents every year, such as proposals, donor agreements, audit reports. Yet less than 30% have fully digitized their workflow. That means most of you are still dealing with paper manual process, right? And a lot of wasted time. On top of that, budgets are tight. Every dollar comes from donations or grants. Compliance is non-negotiable and records need to be kept for years, sometimes even decades. So the question is, what benefit Foxit can bring to you? I'd like to say, we will help you do more with less. We will help you automatic workflows, cut costs, stay clients, and archive documents properly, all with one affordable platform. But how? Now let me show you how and what makes us special. And it's really about three components: flexibility, fit, and good deal for you. So how is it more flexible? Our subscription is simple and annual. You can add license anytime. Just the one coupon code purchase from TechSoup gets you fantastic pricing, and you can add users anytime and continue to get access to that special pricing, so that it's easy to manage it, right? It's nicely flexible, lightweight. And what's better fits? We do provide the service named Foxit Admin Console. That makes it easier to manage the users within your organization, because if you have a large user base, you certainly wouldn't want to rely on a model where everyone uses an individual account, right? After all, managing that becomes a hassle whenever someone leaves or computer breaks down. It would be incredibly convenient to have a management console that allows us to easily transfer license to new hires, decouple authorization from special physical devices. And it's a better fit because it's one product that will handle both the PDF editing as well as the e-signing. And Henry here will be give us a live demo in a little bit, so you can get a feeling just what that's going to look like. And then finally, it's great deal. It's just $49.99 US per user per year for PDF Editor Plus, and $120 for e-sign business service per user per year too, with no price increase in the second year and no hidden costs. This is a deal you can count on. It's simple, transparent, and budget friendly. So that makes it very competitive in the market and a ton of technology, considering we are not just giving the PDF editor, we are also giving a full digital signature solution. So now let's talk about what you will get. The reality is that you will get a PDF editor that matches the Acrobat Pro feature set. It's available on Windows, Mac, Cloud, iOS, and Android. And your team can work from anywhere on any device. Also, you can get a full digital signature solution, which includes 150 envelopes per user per year, with shared envelopes across your team. That means no one gets blocked because they run out of signature. You also can get smart redaction technology. It's an AI-powered removal of sensitive information like social security numbers or credit card numbers. Just with one click, we will identify all the sensitive information that might need to be redacted and redact it for you. It's really save you a lot of time, but also make sure you didn't miss anything. Plus, the Foxit AI assistant, it has 20 prompts per month where you can get OpenAI GPT powered assistant for summarizing, rewriting, or translating your documents. In some regions, if 20 prompts are not enough, you can subscribe to our AI assistant add-on to get more. Like I mentioned earlier, you will get that Foxit admin console and even has a single sign-on support for those of you that has a large IT infrastructure. So single sign-on will be a fabulous tool, right? Just with one click, get into the products. It's very easy. So that's what in this package. All of this for just $49.99 per user per year. But I'd like to talk more about this PDF editor, because you will get a full-featured PDF editor product with all the functionality that you are used to. And you know what we find is that I could list a million of features about it, but what you care is, can I get the features that Adobe Acrobat has? The answer is yes, because people tend to come to us for their current Adobe license, and we have matched the 99% functionality of Acrobat's feature. However, our approach to this issue is completely different. As you will see in the demo shortly, our product interface adopted an Office 365 style, which is the ribbon layout. This is because the people who typically need PDF editor are often Microsoft Office users as well, right? This design ensures that the product's appearance, feel, and functional logic mirror those of Office, thereby significantly lowering the learning curve for users. And what's even better, we offer a wide range of tutorial videos on YouTube, each just 2-3 minutes long, to help you get familiar with the product's features. You can find the online tutorials options in the help menu that Henry will distribute this for you shortly. All right, now let's look at other side of things. It's Foxit eSign business. It's pure eSign solution, and it's built for NGOs that need high volume signing, such as the payroll changes, volunteer confirmations, donation pledges, and anything else that requires a lot of signatures. With eSign business, you get unlimited envelopes and templates. No caps, no limits. You can send as many signature requests as you need. You also get advanced eSign features such as online forms, custom branding, bulk mail, templates support, and much more. It's a completely enterprise-grade eSign platform. I know lots of you may using DocuSign or Adobe Sign, what you will be care about is that I can do what I have been doing with DocuSign or Adobe Sign. And the answer is yes, you can. And if you use the browser-based user interface, yes, it's a little more efficient than DocuSign when you use Foxit. In fact, most people actually love that we integrate eSign experience directly into the PDF editor, so that one application for eSign and PDF editing. And next, I'd like to talk about security, because we know NGOs handle sensitive data every day, right? Foxit secures your data. The reason is that Foxit service run on the AWS, and all transmission is secured with 256 bytes AES encryption. And we never share your data with third parties. It's full transparency. Also, Foxit products meet major global and US standards, including HIPAA for healthcare, FINRA for financial service, CCPA and FERPA for privacy and education, and 21 CFR Part 11 for FDA regulated records. For Europe's we comply with EIDS and GDPR, and for the US, we fully support eSign and UETA. Now, you might ask, who is Foxit? I haven't heard of any guys who's using Foxit. But the reality is that lots of the top companies from multiple industries in the world trust Foxit, including Google, Amazon, and Microsoft. Foxit's PDF rendering engine empowers the PDF reading experience in Google Chrome, Gmail, and Kindle. So what does that mean? Well, let's say you are in Gmail and somebody sends you a PDF attachment. When you click that PDF attachment, it will display that PDF directly in the Google Chrome browser, right? That's Foxit's technology. Or when you open a PDF format book in your Kindle and start to reading it. Foxit also empowers your reading experience on that too. So there are more than 2 billion people use Foxit technology every day. So do you. All right, so let's wrapping things up. What does Foxit do as a company? Actually, we are a PDF shop. For the past 25 years, everything we have done has revolved around the PDF file format. Foxit is a global company with locations in USA, Europe, Asia, and Australia. We have over 1,000 employees, and its distributed software development team consists of over 300 software engineers. So Foxit's customer support is available 24 hours to help your users during business hours, no matter where they are located. All right, now I'd like to hand over the screen to my colleague Henry, who will walk you through a live demo of Foxit PDF editor. He will show you how to access files from the cloud, edit and convert documents, organize pages, create forms, redact sensitive information with Smart Redact tool, and share documents for teams review. Also, Foxit e-sign features in one seamless workflow. Henry, it's your time now.
Okay, thank you, Vicky. Thank you, everyone, again for joining us today. Let me firstly a brief introduction myself. I'm the pre-sales engineer at our Foxit APAC team. So I'm the technical guy, so let me do a quick demo for our product. Let me share my screen. I hope my screen is visible now.
Yes, all good, Henry.
Okay, great. So before we dive into the details, let's have a quick overview of the interface. Like Vicky mentioned, we're actually the branded number 2 in the market. So that's why we always said that we're the number 1 alternative to Adobe Acrobat. And compared with Adobe, we have so many advantages. And one of them is that we have, I think, more intuitive interface. As you can see, you might have noticed that we have similar layout like Microsoft Word, because we adopt the same design language as a golden partner of Microsoft. And this has made us quite successful in the market, because no matter you just switched from other vendors or you are just the first time PDF user, you can know exactly where to go, and you experience almost no difficulties at all when using our product. For example, if you want to, convert the document maybe from PDF to other formats like Microsoft Word, PowerPoint, or other formats, you of course go to Convert tab, right? If you want to do some editing, edit the text, the image, or reflow the whole paragraph, you can go to Edit tab. If you want to reorganize the PDF file, like delete certain pages, insert certain pages, move the sequence, split the document or certain page, you can do it here, or even add watermarks. And if you want to leave some annotation, leave some comments, of course you go to Comment tab, right? If you want to view it differently, go to View tab. If you want to deal with forms, we can do it here. If you want to set some security policies, set some passwords, do some reduction, whiteouts, of course you go to Protect. And like mentioned earlier, we also have eSign. eSign is actually another independent product offering, but is also included in one of our PDF editor product offering, PDF Editor Plus. So meaning if you have PDF Editor Plus license, you will have the Foxit eSign included as well. And also we have the share feature. If you want to do some collaboration with your colleagues, we have the feature here. You can hit the share for collaboration, and you can share the document either with a link, or you can just simply fill in the email address of your colleagues, and you will be able to view the document and do some collaboration, like leaving some comments simultaneously. And just like Adobe, I think we're the only other vendor that also has this functionality to meet the US law and it's mainly for vision impaired person, but just for information, we also have that. And if you go to help, you will be able to check the version you are currently using, the license information, and you will get a user menu. Actually, it's called a built-in user menu here. And also, as shown here, we have the AI assistant. It's powered by AI, OpenAI. Similar to ChatGPT, you can use the AI to like generate the bookmark, read, translate, and most importantly, we have the AI chat available as well. So that is a very quick overview. Just want to give you a basic sense of the layout of our PDF editor. And now let's maybe dive into some details. I can give you some demo for the typical scenarios. Firstly, let's go to File. If you want to deal with certain PDF file, firstly, you need to have one, right? We can, of course, generate one directly from here, like from certain files, or generate a blank package. A blank page. You can do it here, but usually you want to find a document you have either on your local device, on your network drivers, right? So if we actually have several ways to open a file. You can drag and drop a certain file into the PDF editor, and you can hit the icon here to open and find the document from your desktop. And also, let's see if we have other options. If you go to File and Add a Place, as shown here, we support integrating with so many network drivers like SharePoint, OneDrive, Google Drive, Dropbox. So I will say most of the popular network drivers will be displayed here. Let's take the SharePoint, for example. You just hit the icon here, and you need to have a link for the SharePoint. Let me reshare my screen later. Let me find the SharePoint link quickly. Let me reshare my screen. Give me a second. Yeah, I'll fill in the URL of the SharePoint, and let's give it a name. Just test and hit next. See, I can see all the documents in that SharePoint pass directly. Let's open the first one. I can, of course, edit the document. Or I can leave a comment here. I can use pencil. This is how it works. And if I shut it down, I'll be asked whether I want to save the changes to the document before closing. If I hit yes. And do you want to check in the file before closing to make changes available to other users? Yes or no is up to you. So this is how it works. And besides that, let's see how to, I don't want to leave any comments. Okay, sorry. Let me go back to the PDF editor. Besides that, let's see how we can save a file into PDF format. So let me find a sample file quickly. Let's take this one, for example. It's not a PDF file. So for your information, if it's in PDF format, it's for long-term archive. So it's not editable. And let's see how we can do that. We also have multiple ways for that. And the easiest way is to go to File, Save As, and let's find a place to save the document. I'll put it on the desktop, and here, Save As Type. We have so many options. I'll select PDF, and for the settings, we also have multiple options. I'll just keep it default and hit Save. It's been saved. It couldn't be. Okay. maybe it's due to the file format. You know, not all documents can be saved as PDF format. Let's find another one. Save as. Let's give it a new name. PDFA. It couldn't be converted according to the standard. Okay, maybe it's just because of the file. I think to save your time, maybe we can skip this part. Just want to know that we have the functionalities here. And also besides PDF edit, as shown here, we also support other formats like PDF-E, PDF-X. But again, it depends on a certain file, whether it meets all the requirements or not. And just for information, we support all of this. I don't. Okay, we can just skip this. I think I don't want to take too much time here to find a more suitable PDF file. Okay. And besides that, let's see how we can convert the documents like from PDF to other formats. As shown here, we can convert to Microsoft Word, Excel, PowerPoint, or images or other formats. And most importantly, I want to show you how to do the merge or how to combine the files together. We can do it with the combined files. And I want to show you how powerful we are, because it doesn't have to be in PDF format first before you're doing the combination. Let me show you. So as shown here, the first one is a picture, and second one in Word, third one PDF, and the other one is also in PDF. I don't have to convert them to PDF format first. I can directly right hit and hit combine files in Foxit PDF editor. And we can view it this way, and we can remove certain files from here, and we can add more if you want, and we can move it up or down. It's up to you. We can hit combine directly. Let's wait a second. See, this is the combined PDF file. Actually, the first one is a picture. And besides that, let's see, we can do the OCR here. It's called optical character recognition. You know, more and more often we'll need to deal with a scanned copy. Let me find a sample file. See, this is a scanned copy. Okay, it's not. Let me find one. Scanned copy. It's not. Let me quickly find a sample file. So for the scanned copies here, test. Case. It's in Arabic. Just a second. Yeah, I do not have a scanned copy here. That's weird. One. Okay, I got one. Great. Let me share my screen. So this is a scanned copy. If I go to edit, I cannot do it directly. I have to run the recognize test first, which is actually the OCR. Or I can do it here. And I want to show that we have several options here. If you just want to run OCR on certain part, you can hit it here and right click to run OCR, or you can hit current file and select the corresponding language. Even Arabic, we support that. You see here. And we can make it either searchable or editable. But still, I want to see if we have an English word. This is already editable. Let me see. Okay, it's not. So let's take this one, for example. Let's go to convert, recognize text, current file, and select English. And again, we can make it either searchable or editable. I'll select editable. And depends on the scanned copy. I mean, depends on the quality of the scanned copy or the file size. It may take a while. And it's recommended not doing any other operation before the process was done. And now it's already done. And the first thing I want to do is to remove the annoying background here. Just hit the delete button on the keyboard, so it's gone. And it's editable. See? And we can also copy the whole paragraph, and we can paste it anywhere you want, like Microsoft Word. And we still have three options: keep source formatting, or keep or merge formatting, or keep text only. And if you don't want to run the OCR first, then convert it to, then copy it to Word, you can do the two steps at once. Just go to convert directly and hit to Microsoft Word, and make sure go to settings and select convert to editable document. In that case, it's trying to do the OCR first, then convert to Word in one step. And okay, that's about OCR. And like I said, if you want to save a certain file into PDF-A format, you can do it here directly, save as. And we actually also have other options. You can go to pre-flight. Just wait a second to check whether the document meets the requirement for saving as PDF-A or PDF-E or other formats, and to verify the compliance with it. Like I showed earlier, the original document doesn't comply with the PDF format. That's why it will fail. So again, it depends on the file. But we have the features here, save as and pre-flight, and we even have the way to analyze, and sometimes we can fix it if it's not too serious. And let's continue to edit. We can edit the text, we can edit the shape, image, and we can search and replace. Actually, for search, we can do more than that. If you hit the icon here, search, on the top center, we have four options: advanced search, search and replace, search and redact, and search and highlight. Let's take a search and highlight, for example. If I want to, let me find a sample file first. Let's search it this. So all the results will be displayed here. And if you want to use search and replace, let's see how it works. And let's search here. This was live. Replace all. 88. Okay, great. So it's called a live value now. And we can add images, add shapes, and then we can even add links. Let's see how to add a link. Let's take how to help. If I hit the link here and select this part, I can hit open a web link next and type like google.com. After that, I hit the hand button here. I'll be redirected to the website. And besides that, as you here, we have 5 totally options, like go to a page view, go to a certain named position, or execute a file. We can do all of that with the link functionality here. And besides that, we can attach documents or even 3D files, audios, videos. We support that. And if you go to organize, we can reorganize the document. Let's see how we can delete certain page from the PDF file. So we totally have 10 pages. If I want to delete this one, easy. It's gone. If I want to insert from this one, see, it's here. And if I want to extract certain pages, like the last 3 pages from this file, I can do it this way. Page, I think is 8 to 10, right? See, 3 pages. And we can move it. Let's move the first page to after page 3. See, and it can be easier if you want to remove it this way. Just right click and let me see. We have a move page button here, but the easiest way is actually just by drag and drop. Hit on that, drag and drop. Let me see. See. So usually for one functionality, we offer multiple entries for that. And that's for the extract. And I want to show you how to split the page. I want to split it into 4 parts. Actually, can be even more parts, but I'll just keep it default. See? And we can split the whole document, for example, 10 pages document into 3 parts. For each part, it contains 2 or 3 pages. And let's focus on the key features here, like a watermark, how to add watermarks. And for example, let's say it's internal only, and 45 rotation, and the color here can be customized, and let's hit OK. So the watermarks apply to all the pages in this PDF file. If you want to remove them, easy, hit remove all. And similarly, we can add a background. We can add headers and footers. So if you want to add a header here, we offer several options. You can set the date as a header, or page number, or file name as a page number. I mean, you can add a file name as a header, or date, or page number. But I'll select the date and hit the leave your cursor here and hit insert. You see the header here? And to remove them, easy. And also for lawyers, we usually use another similar feature called base numbering. It works just like headers and footers. And also, if you go to comment, we can leave comments several ways. Like we can change the color here. We can leave the comment, and we can leave a note. We can use the typewriter, text box. We can use a call out here, and we can use a pencil, and the eraser works on the pencil, and we can do the area highlight. Also, the color can be customized. You can even do the measurement, calculate, and we have stamps, symbols, numbers, letters can be used for the comments, and the comments can be export or export back after that. And we can view it differently, like mentioned earlier. We can also view it in different mode, like night mode or default mode. And I want to show you. Let me find the original one. And we can also view it this way. I think this can be useful if you want to compare 2 different pages within one PDF file. You can do it this way. See, that's the first page, and on the right side, I can scroll down to the bottom. So you will be able to compare the first page with the last page directly within one PDF file. But if you want to compare 2 different PDF files, we support that. Just go to compare, upload the first PDF file on the left-hand side and the second one on the right-hand side, you will get a summary of the differences between them. Okay, that's about view, and let me show you how to deal with forms. And that can be really important and useful, especially when you need to collect lots of information from the recipients or your colleagues. Let me start from the Word format. Actually, I think I find this annoying when I was in college. So you see, this is a school volunteer form. When I'm trying to fill in the information here, the original form format was also changed. So in that time, I was thinking, is there no way to deal with this kind of form better? And then now we have the answer. We can deal with it using Foxit PDF editor. Of course, also other PDF vendors. And again, we have several ways to convert the Word into PDF format. For example, we can do it directly here, Foxit PDF, and hit create PDF and save. We can do it this way, or we can go back and right hit convert to PDF in PDF editor. And also we can drag and drop, and also we can go to open the PDF editor, go to convert and find the PDF file, find the Word file. In that case, it will also be converted to PDF. So we have the PDF format now, but it's not a fillable form yet. We still need to do one thing, just hit here, run form field recognition. So it's a fillable form now. I can fill in the information here. My name is Henry and my age is 16, 20 years ago. And my address here. And we have a nice checkbox here. And we can fill in the city directly, but we can do more than that. Let me give you a quick example here. So as you here, we have so many fields and form type. Let's use this one, for example, COMBOX. And let's go to all properties, options, like New York. And do not forget to hit the hand button on the top left corner to go back to normal view. And now we have a nice drop-down list here. And one more example for you. Let's take the date field, for example, and hit the hand button. We will have a nice calendar here. See, I think it's much more convenient to deal with this kind of form. And but how to get the results you collected easily? Let me show you. Let me put it in this folder first, and let's copy and paste. So imagine that you have collected hundreds of forms from recipients. Now you want to get the result from the forms you collected. Just go to form to sheet, combine forms to a sheet, and find the forms you collected and hit open, export. Yes. So these are the information. This is the summary of the information collected because I just copy and paste, So usually the information will be different. So the names, the ages, yes or no, all the information will be displayed here. This is really useful, I think. And as you hear, the data can be exported and it can be imported back. And we also support JavaScript. You can define certain customized functionalities in the JavaScript, and we can do it here. Also, let's see how we can set a security policy or password in the Foxit PDF editor. If I want to set a password for the document, I can do it here. 1, 2, 3. And did I set it? Okay, anyway, let me find a normal form. Let's go back to the normal view and go to protect, security, set password. may not enforce to reset restriction set. Okay. Until you save the document. Okay, I didn't save it. So let's hit OK and save it. And let's try to reopen it. I opened so many PDF files. Let's close all of them. Let's go back and find the which one. I don't really remember this one, right? Okay, well, if we want to edit it, we will need to enable editing, and we will be required to fill in the password we just set. And let's see how we can set a security policy. Security policy, and we can give it a new name, policy name here. I'll just keep it default. And if we hit edit details, we will need to set a password again. And we can set the policies here, like whether you want it to be allowed for printing, whether any changes allowed or not, you can do the settings here. And after that, you can save it. After you save the document, the policy will be applied to the certain PDF file. And also here, I want to show you the way to white out or redact information. We can white out it this way, and we can redact certain information this way. Right hit apply. We'll need to save it because this cannot be undone. So once we save it, this information will be redacted forever. So make sure you have a backup before you do this operation. And also we have the smart for reduction. It's AI-based smart reduction. And to do that, it is actually part of the functionality from AI Assistant, and I can show you later. It will try to leverage the AI to do the reduction. Okay, I think we can just jump to this part, jump to AI. And as you here, we have other options as well, but let's try the AI Smart Reduct directly. I'm your AI assistant. Okay, and let's use Smart Reduct. And for information, this has so many, predefined rules like GDPR, or let's take the sensitive information, for example. You can check as needed. But for me, I'll just check all the policies, all the rules by GDPR and hit scan. Okay, sorry. It's not a very good sample file. I think we'll need to find a sample file that contains at least some sensitive information, right? So let's find one. Let's take this one, for example. There are some like name, age information. I think these are sensitive ones. Let's go to AI chat. And firstly, when this is the first time you open the PDF file, it will take some time to do the first analysis so you can get a brief summary of the information in that PDF file. Let's try to reload it. I think I operated it too frequently. Let's see. My computer got stuck here. Let's try to reopen it. Because I operated too frequently. Let me find this one, the protected one. I hope let me find one. Let me find one without any password or security policy. This is one, right? So let's fill in the information here. Let's create some sensitive information. And let's go to AI. AI chat. Okay, it already summarized the document, already done the first analysis. And I'll go to Smart Reduct. And GDPR, hit scan. That's it. As shown here, all the suspected information, sensitive information will be displayed here, like the name. Let me see my age here. You can check the real sensitive information and hit apply to redact them. But you can also just simply check all to redact all the suspected sensitive information, right? I will not say it's 100% accurate, but if you are dealing with lots of documents that contains a huge amount of sensitive information, it will save you lots of time. So that's Smart Redact. And let's see what else. We have the share feature here. We have e-sign. And for share, we have the share for collaboration. As mentioned earlier, by doing this, you will get a link for that document. If you share that link with your colleagues, they will, when they hit on that link, they will be able to join you to view the document at the same time, and they are also allowed to do some comments. And you can also invite users with email address. It also works. But I think we do not have too much time left, so let me quickly show you how to use the e-sign. And I think we can do it within 3 minutes. So just want to quickly show you how it looks like. So this is the e-sign. I'll give you at least 5 minutes for questions. Okay. Second. So I log into my e-sign. This is a web portal for the e-sign. And if we open a file, also we support integrating with multiple network drivers, but we also support upload from the local device. And we hit it, we can set the signers, and there can be multiple signers. We support multi-authentication. And I hit a set next. I set the signature field for this document, and we can set other fields as well. I'll just hit send. And we have the email templates. You can do some customization and save it as a new email template. So I hit send. And now the user, I will receive an email here. This is a mail I received. I can open it directly. And please be aware that the recipients are not required for any Foxit license at all. So only the initiator will be required for Foxit e-sign license or Foxit PDF Editor Plus license, because it contains the functionality of e-sign as well. So I open that. I can sign the name directly. I can clear it. I can change the signature. I can type a signature as shown here. I can change the font style. I can draw a signature. I can upload the picture of a signature. Do I have one? Yes, I have one. But this time, let's try to do it this way. And sign, hit sign. And if there are multiple signers on the right-hand side, you will have a workflow overview. You can see that, like, currently we are waiting for Vicky to view the document or sign the document. And after the document was signed by all signers, the signed document will be sent to all the recipients, and you will get a signed document together with a certificate. And in that certificate, you will find all the details from, all the signing details. Let me see if I can find one. View signature details. Yeah, download PDF. It's here. Let me extract it. So this is a signed document, and this is a certificate. See, if you scroll down, you'll find all the details: the name, email, signer, IP location, the detailed timestamps will all be displayed here. So that is about eSign. Okay, I think I can stop here. And two quick ways for you. If you go to help, you will find a user menu, like I mentioned earlier. And if you don't even want to read user menus, if you go to start, you will find so many useful video tutorials. They are all on YouTube available for you. Okay, I'll stop here. Let's see if we have any questions.
Thank you very much, Vicky and Henry. We do have a quick question here. Could you quickly please demo the web to PDF feature?
Web to PDF.
PDF feature.
Okay, I got it. Let me see. Let me reshare my screen. Is this the only question, or do we have any other, demo requirement?
I have one quick one after.
Maybe you can say that first. So, sorry.
Sure.
So you can.
No problem. So while you configure the web to PDF demo, so my quick question is, a lot of us would typically deal with bulk edit. Like a good example is certificates, right? Does Foxit have like a bulk edit for managing personalized certificates if we're hosting events?
I don't really get it. You mean bulk editing?
Bulk edit, perhaps the equivalent of this from the olden days would say mail merge, right? In Word, you get to use mail merge to immediately personalize a templated document, and will automatically create individual copies of that, but certain sections are personalized, like the names change and so on. Is there an equivalent feature in Foxit?
Yeah, I have that. I think I have a short. It takes some time. I think I have a file for that. Let me. We saw both of the two questions mentioned.
Yes.
Let me see where I can find it. Give me a second. I think I have a file here.
So
I need time to find.
Yeah, problems. While we wait for Henry to set up the demos, I will be sharing a quick feedback poll for our attendees here. So let me just launch that really quickly. So we would love to hear your thoughts about the webinar and what we can improve if ever. So I'll share this now. So it would be great to hear from you once, so we can better prepare for future webinars.
Okay, I find the mail merge file. Now I can quickly show you, but before that, let me see how to convert from web page. Okay, let me reshare my screen. Give me a second. Is my screen visible now?
Yes, all good.
Okay, this is about mail merge. If you see this file in GIF format, you will know how exactly it works where Foxit PDF it. So this is like a certificate. So we can use an existing name list or some kind of information list. We can set insert a merge field like a label 1, the point. So it's 91 point and the name, and you can preview the results. And if you hit the arrow here, you can set the information for the second recipient. And after that, if we hit finish merge to Foxit PDF, we can specify a name. Yeah, that's how it works. By the way, maybe I can send this to you via email after the webinar if you want. Okay,
Yes,
but
please.
as you here, we have that. Yeah, great.
Uh,
And also, let me quickly. Okay, you go first. I want to quickly
Yes.
show you the other one.
The web to PDF was the
Yeah, the web to PDF. So we of course go to convert, right? We convert from, let me see, from web page. So we can fill in the web page here. But let me see if I the VPN issue. And for information, the web page maybe contains lots of information. It has tiers. You just, I will suggest you convert just one tier. There are, otherwise, if you set 2 tiers or multiple tiers, from the first tier, there maybe contain some links. You will be redirected to the second layer, so there will be too much information. So let's see and convert. But for information, I'm based in China. There, the network is strictly forbidden. I'm using a VPN, but sometimes it may not work. But on your side, it should work well. Let's see. Let's wait a second.
Maybe you can convert Foxit website page directory.
Doesn't matter. Let's just quickly. I stop here. Let's see if we at least get some information. I think I can think we are running short of time. Doesn't work. Okay, let me try another one. You want me to try Foxit.com? Even Foxit.com, I think sometimes we need VPN as well. Let's see.
Fingers crossed.
Trying to download. Okay, it also says invalid URL, but you can try on your side. Again, it's due to the network issue.
Yep.
You will have no issue. You can try this feature by yourself. We have that, right? Go to convert.
Yes.
Yeah, from web page.
Gotcha.
Okay. Any other questions? You can try by yourself.
Right now, we don't have any live questions, but a last call before we wrap up. Does anybody have last questions before we wrap up? We have about 1 minute before.
Yeah.
Okay. While we wait for last questions, just a heads up, we will be sharing a recording. Thank you very much, Vicky and Henry. We'll be sharing a recording of this call afterwards, as well as links to the Foxit discount codes available to all eligible nonprofits through TechSoup. We'll be sharing that as well. Now, I don't see any last questions here. That being said, I think we can wrap up. Everybody, thank you for joining. Henry and Vicky, it was an absolute pleasure from us learning from you. We really appreciate it. That being said, I think we can wrap up here. Thank you, everybody. We'll be sharing copies of the recording once we wrap up. Thank you. Thanks, Vicky. Thanks, Henry.
Thank you, everyone. Have a nice day.
You too. Bye.
Bye.